Okay, this video is to prove to you, at least to some of you, that I am as crazy as I say I am. This demonstrates the AEV pressurized water tank system that I came up with. What you're looking at is the water tank with the cap on it. It has a quick air chuck that's right there, and I'm going to demonstrate how I pressurize the bumper to up to 10 psi so that I have running water. You can see I already tested it. There's some water down there. So anyway, if you're on a trail, you know the tank's already filled up with water, and what I would do is I would come in here. My compressor has already been running. I didn't leave it running all the way, but I'm sitting at a good amount of, well, you won't be able to see that, a good amount of air pressure just to test this. So what's up there in between is the S-pod. So what I would do if I wanted running water is I would flip my second switch here, and what that does is that pressurizes the tanks. Underneath the seat I have the manifold system. These are for my ARB lockers right here, so you probably can't really see that well. But this line right here, the little S line, that runs back, wow, this is really dark. There you go. That runs back to a regulator, and from the regulator runs up to a solenoid to turn on the system, and then it runs back to the tank. And again, I'm going to have to do this in better light, but yeah, you can see the whole system there. Runs back to a clear line that goes back to the tank. So anyway, I flipped up on the switch and I pressurized the system. Come back here. What I'll do is, on the trail I carry with me a little homemade faucet. So I'm trying to do this correctly here with one hand. I'll come over, take the cap off. This little cap that I made, basically it keeps that from getting all corroded. I had one here before that got all sorts of corroded from the salt that we have. Now this may spray water all over me because I'm trying to do this with one hand, which is going to be impossible. So if it sprays water, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, you know what, I can't do this with one hand, so I'm going to have to put this down just for a quick moment. And you're going to look at my Jeep. There we go. I just couldn't do that with one hand. Anyway, there's my faucet sitting there. The bumper's pressurized. I turn on the on-off switch, and you have running water. I know it sounds crazy, but there you go. So on the trail, no more screwing around with that bilge pump. You have running water. Now, the cool thing about this is, you know, I have a big extension, probably like 10 feet of rubber hose with a air chuck on it and then a blowgun. And you can actually hook it up, and now you have like a big giant thing for either cleaning off water if you were working on something, or in our case, the kids go in a parade every summer and they'll be able to sit in the back and spray people on the side. We usually have water pistols and we spray people on the side. Now they'll be able to spray people with the AEV bumper, which is kind of funny. Anyway, there you go. Later on I'm going to demonstrate how I also have another section of the air system that goes and fills each tire automatically and airs down each tire automatically, but that'll come in another video. Take care.